Hi all, welcome to lecture 1 of module 3 in database management system. So today we are going to start with the third module. The third module is the first part of the third module is actually the continuation of SQL. We have already seen the introduction to SQL in the module 2, and module 3 we are actually continuing with the SQL. So in module 3 it is actually divided into two parts. The first part is about SQL. Okay, in SQL we have to study about, we already discussed about data definition language commands. Today in third module we are going to discuss about DML, data manipulation language commands, then about queries, nested queries, aggregation, groups, triggers, SQL data types and so on. Then after that we are going to see about the physical data organization. Okay, it mainly emphasizes on how we are going to store information or how we are going to store data in a physical media. Okay, so all those things we are going to discuss. So let us continue with the SQL concept, data manipulation language. This concept we have already discussed. We have already come across the three DML commands: insert, update and delete. Okay, I will just go through what is go through the concept of DML, just a revision model. So DML stands for data manipulation language. It is a language used for selecting, inserting, deleting and updating data in the database. So data manipulation language is actually doing or performing operations on the data. It is not performing, or it is not modifying the schema of the table. It is just operating on the data. Okay, so the structure of the table is not altered in the using the data manipulation DML commands. Okay, so it is mainly, so DML commands are mainly used for inserting, deleting, updating the database and also for selecting. Okay, so that part we didn't study. The selection operation, or the select command or select clause, that is what we are going to see today. Okay, so we have already discussed about insert command, how to insert data in the table, then update it and also to delete it. Okay, so today we are going to start with the selection process or select clause. Okay, so basic retrieval query in SQL. Okay, so SQL has one basic statement for retrieving information from a database, that is using select statement. So how we can retrieve information from the stored database? We have already stored information in the database. We would like to retrieve those information. How can we do that? That is done using a select clause or a select statement. Okay, clear? Now what is the syntax for the select statement? So this is the syntax. Select must be followed by attribute list. Which all attribute we would like to select. For example, in a table there are having serial number. In a student table there are having three attributes: roll number, name and mark. Suppose we are going to select only the name field. In that case we will write select name. Clear? Next is from. Select attribute list. Next is from space table list. In which all table we would like to retrieve the information. That is, we have already given the attribute list. Okay, this attribute list belongs to which table? That must be mentioned here. Okay, then where condition. So where, using where clause, we will represent the condition. What is the condition? This condition depicts the which row or which tuple we are going to select, or which record we are going to select. That is given in this condition. Okay, so in where clause we will be actually giving the condition or specifying the which rows we are going to select. Okay, so attribute list, it is a list of attribute name whose value are to be retrieved by the query. Okay, so from which attributes you would like to take the information, that must be represented in attribute list. Table list, which is a list of the relation names or the table names required to process the query. Okay, for processing the attribute, or to take, in order to take this attribute list, we have to refer to which table that is represented here. The condition is a conditional or boolean expression that identifies the tuples to be retrieved, okay, or tuples or the records or the rows to be retrieved, okay, that is represented in the where clause. Clear? Now let us see some example. The select clause lists the attributes decided in the result of a query. Now let's see an example. Find the names of all instructors. Okay, so instructor is a table name. From that we are going to have the names of instructors. Okay, so we are having a table called instructor. In that instructor table we are having many fields, the serial number, name, salary, and so on. Okay, from that we are going to select only the name attribute. Okay, so how can we write the query? The query must be written like this: select space name. The name is the attribute we are going to select from which table instructor. Okay, so this is how we write a select clause. So here we are not selecting a particular row, we are actually taking all the rows, okay, all the rows having the names of the instructor. Okay, so SQL names are case sensitive, that is you may use upper or lower SQL names are case insensitive, that is you may use upper or lower case letters. Okay, so this name can be either we can give on as uppercase or lowercase. It is case insensitive. Okay, so while table creation we would have we would have given the name as capital name. Okay, in uppercase we would have given the name attribute. Okay, during the selection process we will give it in a lowercase. No issue, it will work. Okay, so that is why SQL names are case insensitive. Okay, so this is the table instructor. Okay, this is the table instructor. From that the instructor table is having ID, name, department name, and salary. Clear? So we are actually retrieving this name of the instructor. Okay, so for that we will write the query select name from instructor. So when we run this query, the result will be like this, that is the query have selected the names of all the instructors. See, we have selected this particular attributes. Okay, so this is the output. Clear? Fine. The select clause. SQL allows duplicates in the relation as well as in the query result set. So in a normal select case, it will select all the duplicate values also. That is, it selects the duplicate values also along with when we write the select statement. Look at here. Suppose we are going to select the department name. Okay, in that case we will write the query like query will be select department name from instructor. That will be the select statement. Okay, in that case if we write that statement, it will select all the values in the department name attribute. So look at the department name attribute, some of the values are repeating. So look at here, computer science, there are 3 computer science values. Okay, then finance we are having here finance, also here there are 2 values for finance. Okay, music, I think music there is only a single music. Then history. Okay, history there are here one history is there, here also another history is there. So if we are writing the query like select department name from instructor, in that case it will display all the department name values including the repeating values. Okay, so in order to avoid that duplication or repeating values, what we can do, we will write the or rewrite the statement like this: select distinct. Okay, we will include a keyword called distinct along with the select statement. So select distinct department name from instructor. Okay, so here the question is, find the department name of all instructors and remove duplicates. Okay, so in order to remove the duplicate, we will just we will include a keyword called distinct. So select distinct department name from instructor. Okay, if we write like that, the output will be like this. That is, to get here there are three computer science only. There were three computer science values. They are displaying only a single computer science. Okay, in finance also there were multiple values. They are giving only a single value. History also like that. There were multiple values, only a single values displayed. Okay, that is the use of distinct keyword. Clear? The keyword all specifies that duplicate should not be removed. Okay, if we write like select all, that is, if we include the keyword called all, then all the values will be displayed, including the duplicate values. Okay, so all specifies that duplicate should not be removed. Okay, it specifies that duplicates should not be removed. So select all department name from instructor. It says that the duplicate values also will be displayed. Okay, instead of that, we can just write select department name from instructor. That also will display all the values, including the duplicate values. That can also be written. So here distinct is actually used. Distinct keyword is actually used to remove the duplicate values. Fine. Okay. Now suppose we want to display all the values in the table. That is, we want to display all these values. We are not selecting a particular column or a particular row. We are going to display all the values in the table. The entire table we are going to display. Okay, in that case, we can write the select statement using a star or asterisk. That is, if you write select star from instructor. Okay, instead of specifying the particular attribute, we can just specify star. If you are specifying like that, all the values, all the rows and all the columns of the table will be displayed. Okay, so that is the use of star. Select star from a table. Clear? The select clause can contain arithmetic expressions involving operations like plus, minus, star and division. Okay, and operating on the constant or attribute of the tuple. That is, we can directly perform certain operations in the attributes in the select statements itself. For example, here in this table they are having salary. Salary is there. We are actually calculating the monthly salary. Okay, this is actually yearly salary. Actually, we would like to calculate the monthly salary of the of each employees or instructors. Okay, so we are directly giving the arithmetic operation in the select statement itself. For example, here see, select ID, name, salary by 12. Okay, so yearly salary I am actually going to I want to display the monthly salary. Clear? So select ID, the ID number I want to display. Okay, ID number I am going to display, name also I am going to display. Okay, name also I am going to display. Then salary, I want to display the monthly salary. Okay, so that I have to divide the yearly salary by 12. That is also performed. So select ID, name, salary by 12 from instructor. Okay, so it directly the system will compute the monthly salary and give the result like that. Okay, So this query will return a relation that is same as the instructor relation, except that the value of the attribute salary is divided by 12. Okay, clear? So in the table, so the output of the table will be like this. So select id comma name comma salary by 12 from instructor. Okay, from instructor, that is the where condition is not there. Clear? From instructor. So here look at look here. So they have selected id from name also they have selected, and salary by 12. Okay, so look at the attribute name that is being displayed. So here it was salary. The attribute name has been changed to salary by 12. Okay, that is a new attribute name that is displayed here. Okay, so this attribute name to be displayed can be changed. How can we change it? That is done using another query. We can rename the salary by 12 using as clause. Using as clause, we can rename this salary by 12 attribute name. How can we do that? Look at here. So select id name salary by 12. Okay, as monthly salary. Okay, so this along with the salary by 12, we will also write the label of the attribute that is to be displayed, that is written using as statement. Okay, so that is done using a not as statement, as clause. Clear? So id name salary by 12, that has to be displayed as monthly salary. Okay, so that is represented using as clause. Okay, so when you month salary as monthly underscore salary, this is not complete. We have to also write from instructor. The table name should also be written here. Clear? So when we execute this query, the output will be like this. Okay, here we have not given the output. Here this salary by 12 will be renamed as monthly salary. Okay, so this salary by 12 will be renamed to monthly salary. Okay, clear? So that is the purpose of as clause. Okay, where clause. So where clause is actually used to specify or to select a particular row or a particular tuple from the relation. Okay, in order to specify a particular row or a particular tuple, what we do is we will specify a particular condition. That condition is specified in this where clause. Okay, so this where clause specifies condition that the result must satisfy. Let us see an example to find all the instructor in the computer science department. Okay, we are having a table called instructor. From that we are going to select the instructor names of the instructors who belong to computer science department. Okay, so this is the table. So here we are going to select the name of the instructors who are actually in the computer science department. Okay, in computer science department we are having instructor 1 here there is another instructor. Okay, there is another instructor. Okay, so actually we are having 3 instructors from the computer science department. Clear? So the query will be the select name from instructor where department name equal to computer science. Okay, select name from instructor where the where condition is where department name equal to computer science. So when we execute this query, it will display the instructor name who belong to computer science department. Okay, to find all the instructors in the computer science department with the salary greater than 80,000. This is another question. We want to display the instructors in the computer science department who is getting the salary greater than 80,000. So we are actually going to specify 2 conditions. First condition is the department name must be computer science and salary must be 80,000. So how can we combine these 2 conditions? We can combine these 2 conditions by using AND. Okay, there are multiple conditions. You can put a comma. Clear? So let us see the query. let us select name from instructor where department equal to computer science and salary equal to 80,000. Okay, so these two conditions are actually connected using AND. Clear? So this is called where clause. See here example. So this is our instructor table. From there we are going to select the name of the employees who's belonging to computer science department. So select name from instructor where department name equal to computer science. Okay, so there are 3 instructors who belong to computer science department whose names are displayed. Okay, fine. Okay, next we are going to see about SQL set operation. Okay, so there are actually 4 types of set operations: union, union all, intersect and minus. So these operations are performed on multiple tables or 2 tables. Okay, suppose you want to combine 2 values of 2 table, we can use union. Okay, suppose we want to select the common values from these 2 tables, then we can use intersect. Okay, suppose we want to select all the values from table A and not the values from table B, then we can use minus. Okay, so these set operations are actually performed in multiple tables. So let us see in detail. First one, union. The SQL union operation is used to combine the result of 2 or more SQL select queries. Okay, actually we are going to combine 2 or more select queries, or we are going to select values from multiple tables. So in the union operation, all the number of data types and columns must be same in both the table on which union operation is being applied. So when we apply these set operations, we must confirm that what all values or what all attributes that are being combined, so those attributes must be having the same data type. Okay, suppose we are going to we are having 2 tables, and first table is having the names of S4 computer science, and in next table we are having the names of S6 computer science. Okay, so suppose we want to take all the names of S4 computer science and also S6 computer science. Okay, in that case we can you can use the keyword union. Okay, union can be used. Okay, the condition is that this name, the data type of the name of the S4 computer science and the data type of the name of the S6 computer science must be same. Clear? Only if the data types are same, we can use this operations. Okay, the union operation eliminates the duplicate rows from its result set. Another characteristic is that it eliminates the duplicate row. There may be duplicate values. Okay, that values will be eliminated if we are just giving union clause. Okay, so let us see an example. Select column name from table 1. So this is the syntax, not example, syntax. Select column name from table 1. Union, select a column name from table 2. So when we execute this statement, all the values of table column name from table 1 as well as column name from table 2 will be combined into a single table. Okay, so let us see an example. So this is a table called the first table. This is another table called the second table. In these tables, actually we are having the same, almost the same type of information. Here it is storing the ID, here it is storing the name. Here also in the second table also it is storing ID as well as name. Okay, so here we are going to combine these 2 values. Select star from first, union select star from second. Okay, so here we are going to combine all the values of first and all the values of second. So this will be the resultant table. See here, so 1 2 3 Jack, Harry, Jackson, that belongs to the first table. Okay, so 1 2 3 Jack, Harry, Jackson. Clear? Now it is combined with the second table also. 3 4 5 Jackson, Stephen, David. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Jackson, Stephen, David. So here, look at here. So this 3 is actually repeating. Look at here. 3 here is 3. The ID 3 is Jackson. Here also ID 3 is Jackson. That is repeating. Okay. So duplicate value will be eliminated. Only a single value will be taken. So only a single Jackson will be considered. Okay. That is the advantage of union clause. Okay. Now union all. So union all is same as union. Only thing is it will take the duplicate value also. Here in simple union, they will just eliminate the duplicate value. They have eliminated the multiple Jackson. They have taken only a single Jackson. But in union all, they will include all the duplicate values also. Okay, so for example, if we specify union all here, one more Jackson will be given, will be in the output. Okay. So union all operation is equal to union operation. It returns the set without removing the duplication and sorting the data. Okay, it includes the duplicate value also. For syntax is select column name from table 1, union all, select a column name from table 2. Okay. So here is the example, the same table when we execute this union all, what happens? The duplicate value is also included here. Okay, here the ID 3 Jackson is actually repeating, that also included in the resultant table. Clear? Next is intersect. Okay, from the name itself it is clear that it will takes only the common value from these two tables. Okay, so it is used to combine two select statements, obviously the same as the union. The intersect operation returns the common rows both from the select statement. It takes the common rows. Okay, it will take only the common rows. In the intersect operation, the number of data type and the column must be same. Okay, so the condition is same for union also. The data type in which all table we are going to combine, or which all table we are going to perform intersect operation, the data type of that particular column must be same. Clear? So select the column name from table 1, intersect select column name from table 2. This is example. First table, second table. So from the table itself, it is clear that the common value is actually Jackson. The ID 3 Jackson is common. Okay, so that value will be selected. Select star from first, intersect select star from second. Okay, in that case the common value is Jackson. So 3 Jackson will be displayed. Clear? Next is minus. So this minus operator is actually used to display the rows which are present in the first query. Okay, suppose we are going to perform A minus B. In that case, we'll display the values present in A but not in B. Okay, that is, it is absent in B. That is why it is saying that minus operator is used to display the rows which are present in the first query or the first table but absent in the second query. Clear? Let us see an example. Another point is this has no duplicate and data arranged in the ascending order by default. Okay, it will not have any, the result of this query will not have any duplicate values and the data will be arranged in the ascending order. Clear? Now let us see the syntax. Syntax will be select a column name from table 1 minus select a column name from table 2. Let us see an example. So here we are having two tables. In the first query we are selecting all the values in the first table, and the second query it is specifying all the values in the second table. So it is written select star from first minus select star from second, that is first minus second. So what we do is we will select all the values from the first table, that is the concept here, except the values which are common. Clear? That is, we will select all the rows in the, since since it is here it is first minus second, we will select all the rows in the first except the common values of first and the second. So here the common value is Jackson, that will be eliminated. Okay, and after eliminating Jackson, we will take the rest of the rows, that is 1 Jack and 2 Harry. That will be our output. Okay, so first minus second means we will take all the values of first except the values that are in common, or the rows that are in common. Okay, we will take all the rows in first except the rows which are in common. Clear? So that is the minus operator. So these are the set operators in SQL. Thank you.